Good morning and welcome to your Friday Faith Fill Up. I want to share something with you this morning from the book of Proverbs in chapter 24. The first two verses say, "Be not thou envious against evil men, neither desire to be with them, for their heart studieth destruction, and their lips talk of mischief." It says not to be envious against evil men, but then it says don't even desire to be with them. Putting ourselves around the wrong people has tragic influence upon us. I was reading this week a story about Samuel Clemens. You know him as Mark Twain. He was anti-Christian, to put it mildly. One thing that we learn about him is that he had a disdain for the blood atonement. Because of that, he referred to Christianity as a slaughterhouse religion. So that kind of gives you at least a little bit of the way he thought. Well, he met a young lady. Her name was Olivia Langdon, and she came from a good Christian home and was thought to be a good Christian woman. And they dated, and while they dated, he put aside those strong beliefs that he had that were anti-Christian, really didn't even bring those things up. But ultimately, they would get married, and shortly after they got married, he went back to ridiculing Christianity and putting it down, and ultimately, it really had an effect on her. She got to the place to where she wasn't in church anymore and really didn't even have the desire to be with God's people. Well, they went through some very difficult times, financial problems, but one of the most tragic things that happened to them is that they lost a daughter. And after they lost this daughter, he went to her and said to her, you know, if it's going to be something that's going to help you, then you should really return to your faith. And she said this. She said, "I can't do that because I don't have any faith left." What a heartbreaking statement. But how did she get to that place? Well, she got to that place because she was around an evil man. She had a desire to be around evil men, as Solomon deals with that in Proverbs. We find so much in our lives is dictated by not only the people that we put ourselves around, but also the things that we put ourselves around, and they can have that kind of an influence upon us. And the consequences are certainly going to be something tragic because of that influence. If they are the wrong things, they're going to hurt our relationship with God and ultimately get us to the place to where we even lack faith. It tells us that the result, the things that are the end of those, the evil men, is destruction and mischief. That's what's going to be there. That's what's, in a sense, going to be waiting for us if we decide to put ourselves around those people and those things. Listen, all of our culture is destructive today. The people that we probably come in contact with on a regular basis, the things that we see even on social media, it's amazing how much destruction and mischief that there is there. But yet sometimes it seems that Christians think, well, you know, I'm probably able to overcome that, and I'm probably going to be okay. But listen, those influences are real, and they're going to lead us down to that place of destruction and of mischief if we're not careful. So I just really want to encourage you, put yourself around those that are going to put the right influence in your life. Allow the things in your life that are going to put the right influence in your life to make you more godly. That's a really good standard that we ought to set. Are the people that I'm around, or are the things that I'm letting in my life to influence me, going to help me to grow spiritually? Are they going to draw me closer to the Lord? Or are they going to end in the place of destruction and mischief? Something we all should seriously consider and hopefully put into practice in our lives. Well, I hope this has been a blessing to you. We'll see you on Sunday morning.